What is going on with the Playboy? What's going on? How is everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. I actually, oh, you know what? I think I know where that is. I do know where it is. Yay. Hold on one second. Yay. What's going on out there? Hit the like button. Hold on one second. There we go. There we go. Ah, there we go. What is going on? So, you know, I was talking to someone last night, and we kind of got into a conversation about. Let me turn my Bluetooth off on this and make sure my Bluetooth's off on. We were talking to someone, and you know, what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Good morning, happy Sunday, everybody. I was talking to someone yesterday, and we were discussing about how it must just kill all of the good coppers. It must kill all the good cops to see the bad cops treat people so horrifically bad. So as you guys know, I got to take a drive here for a second. So I thought I would just rap out loud with you guys for a minute. And if I see any coppers on the side of the road, of course, I will pull over immediately and ask them what they're doing, because I just can't stand seeing cops hide to get us. It just, like, who are they trying to get? You. They're literally trying to get you. When you see a cop sitting on the side of the road, he's trying to get you. He's trying to arrest you. He's trying to charge you with a crime. He's trying to give you a ticket. When the coppers leave the trough, they have a goal. And that goal is to, at the minimum, take your money. Minimum. But their real goal is take you back to their office. I heard that yesterday on an arrest video. I was watching someone get arrested, and the copper was like, "Oh no, you're definitely coming back to the office." To the office? Your office is a dungeon, bro. Like just think about that. Your office is a dungeon. That's your office. I'm gonna take you back to the office, is what the copper said. I think I was watching someone's video. I don't say anything anymore, but I was watching someone's video. Yo, Chevy, thanks for the super chat, brother. What's going on, my friend? What's going on? I really gotta do a snot rocket, to be honest, but I don't want to do it on a live. I don't think it's really appropriate. Oh, you know what I could do? I could go like this, and then what I could do is, I lost everybody for a minute. That's all right. That's okay, we're still here. Oh, I had to do a snot rocket. It was terrible. But, so where are these good cops that people keep telling me about? You know, I keep reading in my comment section how I'm a great big meanie. It's so funny. These jackboot thug pigs have been bullying me and bullying us my whole life. My entire life. We've had to deal with pig shacks, pig DUI stands, pigs in schools, pigs asking you where you're going, pigs saying they're suspicious of you. My entire life, we've had this horrific system of oppression and tyranny where we just allow one guy to have absolute power over another guy, and now we give it to women to have over men. That would never mess up their head, would it? Having absolute power over a man, being a woman? No, it wouldn't mess them up. But, and then I read in the comments how I'm a great big bully. I'm a bully to coppers. I'm mean to the coppers. And I just got to keep reminding people. Mr. Waldo Baldo, what's up, Playboy? I can barely really see the screen, but so I keep on reading how I am mean. I'm a mean man. You should see how many coppers come into my. You know who sees them? Chevy. Chevy sees the comments of these people who come into the comments section and say, Chille, you are so inappropriate. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. They said that I was inappropriate. And then some coppers even come in there and they're like, oh, that's disorderly conduct and obstruction. Yeah, copper. But you'll be like the Las Vegas cops that are about to find out. They decided to F around and now they're about to find out. So anyway. They're coming into my comment section and they're saying, Chille, this is inappropriate. Oh, really? So you mean like arresting people for having not paid traffic tickets? Is that inappropriate? Arresting them, impounding, stealing their car, and then charging $67 a day if you want to use their car. And then they can take you to the dungeon in the torture cuffs, and then you get there and you will be strip searched naked, turn around and show me your peach, baby, okay? And guess what? I need someone else to help me examine this because I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. Hey, yo, Fred, come in here, bro. What's up? You see Chevy here. Look at this guy they call Chevy. Look up here. You see this? Does that look like anything to you? You know what? Let me get my gloves. And the whole time, the filthy pigs are just making it up. They're just making it up. It's not true. There's nothing up your keister. There's nothing up your keister. But I'm gonna need a friend to help me examine this keister. Hey, Martha, come here. You see something up this guy's backside? Maybe there's something up there. Because, you know what? They gotta get whatever it is up there. Let's just say, for example, there was something. What now? Anyway. The point is, I'm inappropriate with the way I dissect guys who signed up to a tyrannical organization. I'm a bully, and I'm inappropriate to pigs. Pigs are the most invasive species on planet Earth. They have spread their ridiculous authoritarian ideology to millions of Americans that we now call them Karens and Kevins. So, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? So, I'm mean to the coppers. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I'm not mean enough. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I need to turn up the heat on the piggies. Roast them dogs. Turn it up, because they don't seem to really understand. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the day we'll talk again about something important. It's unbelievable. Chevy, Chevy's here. Chevy, you're because I see Chevy talking to the people in the comments saying, "You are being so mean to cops. What's up with the bad language?" Have you not heard the way that police talk to citizens? Have you not heard it? Have you not heard it? I thought you heard that before. Have you not heard the way they say, "Get out of the car! Show me your motherfucking hands! Get your other belly! Lay on your neck!" That's how cops talk to us. When they're murdering people, when cops are shooting people with hundreds of bullets, they're screaming. You can hear them when they chase that guy down in Ohio, Jalen Walker. When they chase down Jalen Walker, they're screaming, "Show me your effing." And people are upset that I won't give a cop dominion over where I stand on the street. Not people. The other side, the people who are against us, against OTVO, Team DLZ, facts, that are against us, against this team, and against change, facts. Or why are you complaining about how I treat a copper? That piece of maggot is on the side of the road. If that copper was actually needed in that scenario and I came up on it, the camera would go in my pocket and I'd be helping him. Do you Just put it in perspective. If he is called a first responder and he's on the scene and I show up and there's a first responder there, if he's needed there, then I'm needed there and I'm willing to help him. Just think about that for a second. But every time I roll up on a piggy, he's treating somebody bad. He's abusing somebody, stealing their money out of their wallet. When I roll up on a piggy, he is taking money out of someone's wallet, or he's hiding on the side of the road. You guys saw that in Utah. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Greg. Listen, the new trifolds are out. The new trifolds are coming out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What's up, Playboy? New trifolds are coming out right now. Now you carry your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance right in the slip on the trifold. And then right above it, it says, officer, everything I need to provide by law is in the slip below. And then you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I was talking to this rather large African-American man a couple days ago at the gym, and we agreed. He said, Chille, my job is to survive that traffic stop. Exactly, brother. Your job is to survive it because they're so scared, and all they have to say is he was large and black, and they can kill you. Also, if you're large and white, by the way, and poor, if you don't have any money. I mean, and by the way, also with that large black man, we had the discussion about the laws were created for black people. They really were. Sorry for anybody who doesn't like that, but it's true. We do have a historically, institutionally racist government. Facts. And they still have racist policies on the books. Cruikshank versus United States is there's still remnants of Cruikshank. If you don't know what the Cruikshank is the Terry versus Ohio of the 18th century, 19th century. I always get that confused, don't you? Because shouldn't it be 18th century is the 1800s, but it's not. So 18th century is the 1700s. So this would be the 1900s was the Cruikshank ruling, holding from the Supreme Court, and it was atrocious. But so now the laws are being used on all of us. They definitely were crafted for the blacks, 100%. They were created, made up, and we know that. I can go off on a tangent here, but I just want to stay on this topic. It must be tough for all the good cops when I roll up on the scene and I start filming and they show their piggy little noses. And, can someone do me a favor? I know I got DLZ clips, but can someone do me a favor? Can someone take a clip of every time the cops have told me to go stand over there? How come it is every single time I walk up on a scene, the cop needs to tell me where I can stand? Doesn't matter which kind of scene I walk up on. I walked up on a scene in Arizona when I very first started on YouTube a year ago. And I walked up on the scene where they were literally towing a car away. The occupants were already out. I was on this big patch of sidewalk. And the copper walks up to me and says, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go stand over there? I mean, that would be such an amazing bunch of clips together. How many times do I go to a scene and the cop tells me, go stand over there? Oh, God. And most of the time I have to ignore him or tell him, absolutely not. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I have every right to be here. I shouldn't have to do that. Press with Rankers in the house. What's up, Press? I just saw your name swoop by the screen real quick. So, Press, what I'm talking about right now is that in my comment section, in my lifetime, Press, I've been bullied by coppers, pushed around by coppers, charged by coppers for no reason, arrested for riding a jet ski after dark. Let's go with this one, Press. I rode a jet ski after dark. I was guilty of it. I did a little Brody in front of some girls. I was 23. I was on the lake in Lake Louisville, Texas. Beautiful day. All the way into the evening. I've been vibing with these folks on the boat and these chicks. Woo, it's fun. I take a spin on the boat, on the jet ski right after 6 p.m., right after sun's just setting. Copper whips in, pulls me over, and boom, he's on me. So I admit it. I don't know the things I know now. I was still, a little green behind the ears. And so I said to him, "You got me, Copper. I was showing off, bro. I told him the truth. He's like, get your ID for me, get your ID. I'm like, all right. And they're on top of me, like they're on me. I'm in the water, they're like on me. And then they're like, can I get your license? He puts my license in his pocket. I remember he took my license, he said, oh, okay, Mr. DeCastro, and then he put my license in his pocket like that. And then he says, okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest. I said, whoa, no, I'm not under arrest. I said, no, I'm not drunk. This isn't a DUI. No, it's illegal to ride a jet ski after dark. It's an arrestable offense. Yep. He would have impounded the jet ski, but it wasn't mine. They were going to impound it, but they arrested me that day. And so now it's so funny. I got bullied. I mean, if that's not bullying, could you imagine? Do me a favor. If you could not imagine putting a 23-year-old young person in handcuffs and taking them to jail for riding a jet ski in a circle after 6:01 p.m. Put a 1 if you would never do that. That's incredible. This piece of that guy. Let me ask you a question. How do you think I was feeling when I was getting arrested when I was 23? Anybody? How do you think I was feeling? How do you think I was feeling? For all of you haters, all you copsuckers and cops saying, Chille's mean, he's out of order to the pigs. F you and the horse you rode in on. They arrested me for jet skiing and took me to a frickin' dungeon. I was there for 3 days. Eat my shorts, copper, you son of a bitch. Arrested me for jet skiing after dark. It was 6:01. You're mad I'm mean to the copper? He's mean to the copper. He's mean. He's being mean. I haven't got out even 1/10 of my angst and rightfully indignant nature because of these pigs. Ooh, I'm feeling my WWF mean gene. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull something out. I'm going to get my Hulk Hogan going here because you know why? He's paralyzed now from the waist down. I haven't even got 1/10 of my aggression out on you piggies. You disgusting maggots made me. And you're watching my videos. More and more cops are just chiming in on my videos now. You made me, bro. You signed up for that dog crap organization. You signed up to be Hitler. You signed up to Hitler's SS. That's who you are, brother, and you don't think so. You'll go down in history as the Nazis of America. That's why they can't get any more good piggies. What I'm saying right now. You made me. What do you think? You think this comes from everything? I was talking to a good friend of mine about this. Everything that drives you, everything that makes you who you are, every single bit of motivation and fiber in your body that says go is caused from pain, where you lost, and it hurt so badly, right? For me, wrestling wasn't about winning. It was about not losing. I hated losing. I still can remember the name of every man who's ever beat me on the mat. There's not one guy's name I don't remember that beat me on the mat in a fair match. And these guys have created a system where they've caused so much pain to people like me, who, bro, you arrested me for jet skiing. You're upset I treat cops bad when I film them? You have sucked down a blue line into your throat and you have gagged on it. Ooh, I tell you, there's something wrong with you. If you are looking at YouTube and you are seeing what police in America are doing to people and you're like, Chille's being mean, you might want a reality pill there, bud. You're lost. You are lost. This country is completely from top to bottom. And the number one problem is that infestive nature of pigs They've come all over our country, everywhere you go. They go to our schools, they go to our sporting events. They front and center, they park their car in the middle of the God-blessed parking lot, right in the middle of the road. My motorcycle can be right here. I'll stand with my back to the audience. No one's gonna hit me. I didn't want to see the pig get hurt, but I would have just, I don't know. I don't know. I really am an empath, so it's really hard for me to say. I mean, I like to think I go, unless the guy was hurt, unless he was actually injured. And then I'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, funny for a second there, right? But I'm not down for watching people, be hurt and be in pain. It's just not. And I hate pigs. I still don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm firing pearls here today. I'm firing pearls. I'm telling you guys hard truths that nobody else will say out loud. Very few people. Or the way I think it has a lot to do with perspective, right? Because what we're starting to see collectively as a group of people, with all the videos that all the auditors, activists, Second Amendment activists, First Amendment, Fifth Amendment, 14th Amendment Act, everybody who goes out that stands up for your rights that are inherent by God and only recognized by government, we are seeing as a collective that these guys are bad. And if you have joined and you just signed up to be a little piggy, it's not, there's guys who are 10, 20 years in and they're like, oh, I can't quit because I need my pension and it'll mess up their life. And it's like, it's hard to be understanding for that. But any piggy who has been in there for less than 10 years, if you stay being a piggy, after you're seeing what your evil organization continues to do to free nonviolent people, then there's something wrong with you. You're mental. You enjoy hurting people, or you enjoy watching people be hurt, or you enjoy the process of watching someone go through their worst day ever. The other day I aired the video of that Las Vegas piggy, really cute little piggy, like to tickle her belly. But she sat there and said, oh, I'm having so much fun. You're having so much fun? You're having such a good time? You're having a good time, baby? Is this a good time? Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. You having a good time, baby? Last I checked, put a 1 in the chat if getting arrested is your worst day ever, or at least one of them. Put a 1 in the chat if it's your worst day ever being arrested. Being torture cuffed and kidnapped, taken to a dungeon and strip searched, or even just shackled like a pig and taken and put in a claustrophobic bag, and all of it, worst day ever. And she said, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. She's gonna regret saying that. She's gonna regret saying that. It's not so fun, baby. And I'm a man, flesh and bone, so I'm allowed to look at a woman and say, that little piggy, she was such a cute little piggy. She was. But she was the devil inside, right? I mean, she was, right? She was evil. Am I wrong? Like, I'm having a good time. Like, what's funny? When I was in Utah, anybody see that short when I was in Utah and there was a piggy on the side of the road and he was using his speed gun right there off the exit where all of the wrestling families, all the wrestling mom and dads were leaving. You guys see the short? Did you guys see that short that I made where I was in Utah? Wow, that guy's super aggressive. That guy's super aggressive. Aggressive driver. Anyway, I was in Utah and I was pulling out of a wrestling tournament with the kids. And when I came off the exit, there was a Utah State copper, and he was LiDARing people. And what's funny is, and I didn't really get to capture this in the essence because I just I just let him know what I thought. He was just the worst of human beings, especially that he was targeting wrestling families with children who are middle-class families because they ran out of poor blacks and ran out of poor Mexicans. You poor whites are all next. Every one of you poor whites, get your wallet out. Get your wallet out. You want to drive in this country? You want to drive in America, white guy? You want to drive? Bro, you're going to pay. You're going to pay. Poor Latino, poor black, you will pay. You want to drive around? There's coppers hiding everywhere. Like, pull over here, copper over here, copper over there, copper everywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am. So, but you guys remember that when I pulled over on the side of the road and that Utah state pig was LiDARing people, and I stopped for a moment and I looked at him and I said, hey, I said, what are you doing? And he said, I said, are you doing this to wrestling families? And he said, well, if they're speeding, I am. But what you don't know is that he had on the side of the road, he had his radio on his car turned all the way up, listened to his country, and he was rocking. I don't care if you listen to country or metal or whatever you're listening to. But the point was, though, he was standing outside of his car like he was like you're playing a video game, you know, and you got the stance and all that. This piggy was in full stance. And he had his country music playing, and he was LiDARing people. And I let him know, you're a filthy pig. You are a thief and a criminal. Someone's going by here 10 or 15 miles an hour over. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Speed kills people. Yeah, more people will die. Yes. Yeah. And they'll die free. And they'll die free. They won't die under the thumb of a pig with their LiDAR gun on the side of the road to get the exact same people who fund him. Freaking parasites in our country. They're just everywhere too. And the parasite suckers, those are the worst ones. Anyway, if you guys are just getting here, I've just been talking about how people come into my comment section and say how I'm mean to the piggies, that I'm inappropriate. And I'm just pushing back on that and letting everybody know they hide on the side of the road to get you. Oh, they're just doing their job. No, it's not their job to ticket you for doing a few miles an hour over. It's their job to protect the public and preserve your rights that are from God, only recognized by government. Government's not supposed to create law enforcers. They're supposed to pay rights protectors without a profit motivation. That's all gone. That's all gone. There's a profit motivation in every single bit of rights protecting now. It's not even called rights protecting or peace officing. It's called law enforcing. And that's where I'm at. And that's why I think it's such bullshit. Don't sit there and tell me how I'm mean to piggies. I'm mean to piggies. Oh, the piggies. Chille was so mean. Here's the funny one. There was that cop in LA who pissed me off. Because as you guys know, I don't get mad at the piggies until they start infringing on my rights. And then I get like, it's just natural for me. If I infringe on your rights, as soon as I infringe on your rights, even the horrible, nasty people, here's the funny part. Even the horrible, nasty people who come to my page and I gotta block them because they're a-holes, right? They feel like I'm infringing on their rights because they want to speak, right? Okay, now imagine that we're not on YouTube and you're out on the street and someone tells you that you can't speak. If any of the people who hate me, if I told them they couldn't speak in real life, they would tell me to shut my mouth and they would speak right over me. But the piggies in America are arresting people for that. For you having a voice at all. I'll tell you, I woke up today and I was like on it. I was like on one. I didn't really wake up though. I'm doing like these 32 hour shifts and then I sleep for like 10 or 12. Try to sleep for 10, but I hardly ever get 10. I usually get like 6 or 7. I'm just on a mission to finish what I'm doing. And the worst part about it is I can't really say anything. I've said too much already. I've said too much already. Oh, that's not a piggy. If I see a piggy, you guys know what I'm gonna do. If I see a piggy right now, I will pull over on the side of the road and I will film that piggy. If I see a piggy on the side of this road, I will pull over and I will film that pig. That's how I go. Mr. Waldo Baldo, I can see Mr. Waldo. I can't see anything else. I just see the name at the top, but I'm half blind and I can barely see. So, listen, it is what it is. We all have our gifts, and I guess eyesight and knees wasn't my gifts because my knees are bad and my eyesight's bad. I mean, I guess my eyesight's not bad. can't see print when I'm, I can't see print when I'm driving down the road. I have to look at the road because there's people. You gotta be careful. You can't hurt anybody, I mean, that's, what's the first rule? Do no harm. Rule number 1, do no harm. Don't hurt anybody else. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody. If you're gonna get hurt, leave. If you feel like you're gonna hurt somebody else, leave. Don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else. That's the first rule. That's the first rule of being a good person. Don't hurt other people. Don't intentionally hurt somebody else. Don't hurt yourself. You feeling down? You feeling out? You feeling like you're having a tough time? Don't hurt yourself. Hurting yourself's doing harm. First rule is do no harm. Don't hurt yourself and don't hurt other people. So, it's like these cops don't understand the first rule. There's, what really makes me grossed out right now? The gloves they keep on putting on. The blue gloves or the black gloves. You keep seeing them. Every time you see these little piggies, what are they doing? They're putting on their glove. They're pulling their glove up. They're strapping their glove on. They're pulling on their glove. Let me strap this glove on because I'm going to go hands-on with somebody here right now. It's so obvious. It's so regular. Let me go hands-on. They're putting on their gloves. It's just atrocious. And we have to watch this now on camera. It's gonna, for you Nazi pigs, it's gonna change. It's gonna change. There is a guy who wrote in my comment section, and he's a pig. He's a pig. He openly said he was a pig. He said he worked for the pig company, and so he said something in there that he does it fair and he does it right, something like that. I mean, that's the gist of it. You guys can find it. It's in the comments. And, I don't reply to a lot of comments. My cousin will sometimes, DeleteLawZ clips will sometimes, but I don't reply to a lot of comments. I'll like them or I'll heart them, but I don't spend a lot of time. I'm busy doing the next thing. I already created that content. It's time to go. We have to spread the message far and wide, and I got to get name recognition before I announce where I'm going to run for governor and decide where I'm going to run. So, but the guy writes this and he says, I'm a good copper. Pretty much is what he says. So then I reply to him about 4 or 5 paragraphs, which, once I start typing and I get into a zone and I'm not live, I type even better when I'm not live. But, I just typed out that, I don't see how it's possible for you to be a good copper. I don't see how it's possible. Can anybody agree with that? Put a 1 in the chat if you find it impossible for someone to be a good copper. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's impossible. How do you do it? You've signed up to the Death Star. You've signed up to the evil organization of law enforcers. You signed up for the most evil thing you could do. I told that rookie little piggy that was so cute, that little blondie, I said to her, listen, you made the worst choice you could have made for your life. She was blown away by hearing it. You could see it on her face. I said, listen, you've made the worst decision you could have made. And I wasn't kidding. You sign up to the Death Star, you sign up to be a pig. And then, as I wish I could find that comment. If anybody can find that comment, now that I know the people who hate me will definitely find it. But if you guys find that comment, I know Chevy can find it. But I left about a 5-paragraph reply to the guy, and I said, I don't see how you investing. So this guy, he's a copper, and I don't see how you investing your 60 hours a week of your life into a Death Star. I don't see how you could be considered good. I don't see how that's like. You are actively working on what we have to tear down. You are actively working on what we have to destroy and rebuild. But somehow you're good. How are you good if you're investing yourself into the Death Star? I'm just wondering. So let's put it in perspective for the copper, because he's going to see this. So Mr. Copper, Mr. Crime Stopper, so you think you are. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I joined a vampire house and for 60 hours a week, I invested in blood-sucking vampires, because you're not a bad cop, but you're investing in the blood-sucking vampires that you work with. And so I 60 hours a week, I invest in making sure the vampires have blood, making sure that they don't have any sunlight, making sure their coffin is made up. I invest 60 hours a week in supporting vampires. You're doing the same thing. Because if you're not a bad copper, then you're not one of the vampires, right? Of course you're not. But you certainly see them. And you recognize that it's impossible to stop them in the current system. But yet you say you're a good copper. How is that possible? How could I invest 60 hours a week? Hold on a second. Sorry about that. How could I invest 60 hours a week into, pull over here to the side real quick here. I mean, you just really got to think about it. How could the guy told me he's a good copper? He's a good copper. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think it's impossible to be a good cop. You literally tend to the worst of humanity. You tend to them. You enable them. You lie in your reports for them. You know, I'm not sure, you know, these coppers, and I said to him in the 5-paragraph blurb, you know, the Mullen Commission, led by Milton Mullen, they said in the Mullen Commission that all cops lie on reports. 100% of the cops lied on their reports. So, Mr. Good Copper that was in my comment section, how many reports have you lied on? How many reports have you didn't lie on, you just didn't put in what you needed to put in there? Because that's the other thing they'll do, is they'll say, I didn't lie. You didn't lie. You just didn't put it in there. And they can only go by what's in the report. And so, I don't see how it's possible. I don't see how it's possible. I don't see how you could be a good cop. If you do turn in the typical pig, which is most bad pigs, then they'll run you out. They'll threaten you. They'll threaten your family. They may actually hurt you, maybe even kill you. You guys, thanks for the super chats. I did not see really any of these super chats. I only saw Chevy and I saw one other one. I didn't see any. I'm sorry, but thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, it is. So, you know, you guys will know what I'm doing soon. I'm going to show it to you soon. But, you know, I have invested my whole being in what I'm doing. You know, I'm pulling 30s right now. I'm working 30 hours a day. It's great. But I'm almost done. Almost ready to present. Today, last night, about 4 o'clock in the morning, for the first time, I saw the outline of the beast being finished. So it's like really exciting. It's super, super exciting. Anyway, let me put my glasses on and just say hello to my friends. Just say hello to my friends. Just my friends here. Do me a favor, drop in the comment section real quick. Just put a 1 in there. Ed, what's going on? I just saw Ed first. That was the first name I saw. What's going on? KT, what's going on? James, how are you? Aaron's Adventure, what is going on? Good to see you. Yeah, I do too. Yum, yum. I treat them like caged animals. Jack, what's going on? Mark, how are you? Julie, what is going on? Scrubzilla, what's up, Playboy? What is up? Is that FJ News? What's going on? Gloria, Deanna, Bruce, all my friends are here. What is going on? Kevin, what is up? Vincent, what's going on? How you doing? Robert, SWE, JMA, what's going on, my friend? So, you know, Ray's Audits, what's going on? Rat Audit, what's going on, my friend? Cliff, how are you, my friend? What is going on? Butch, the original's in here. The tribe is here. What's going on? I'm just... Ryan Lee, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? I'm working my booty off. Listen, there's a few people I didn't see. The Juggers Association. What's going on, my friend? Charles, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. Good to see everybody. New Trifold, everybody. The new Trifold is online right now. The new Trifold is so dope. You know what? We don't even have a sample yet. Sample's not going to be done till tomorrow, till Monday. And it's not going to ship till Tuesday. So, new Trifold. Matter of fact, you can't even get the old one online anymore. I just have the new one available for download now as well. If you get the downloadable one, make sure you share it with all your friends. You know, you spent your $7, so now give it to everybody so that you really get a value for that $7. You get give it to 70 people, then it's only 10 cents per print out a home trifold. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. And big thanks to my friend Pascal for working so hard on that. He put a lot of time into that. I think he did anyway. He's a graphic designer. He's amazing at it. So yeah. News now. What's going on? What's going on? Red light. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Ashley Troll Hunter. Brian. What's going on? Just reading a few names and saying hello. I don't feel sorry for the swine. I don't feel sorry for swine. I really don't. You know, that copper the other day too, when I was filming him, that motorcycle copper, I could feel he was a little uncomfortable, you know. He'd have no problem putting me in handcuffs. None. And I'm going to be uncomfortable the whole time. So if I made him a little uncomfortable by filming him and he was uncomfortable for 10 or 15 minutes, I'm okay with that. It's a war. We're in a war. We are People News Now. What's going on, my friend? Scrubzilla. What is going on? What is going on with the Playboys? Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to come on for a little while and just talk some Jeff hates pigs! Jeff hates pigs! And where's V Boyer? And Joshua, what is going on? What is going on? Philip, how you doing? Good to see you, Luis. Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. Butch the Original. Toby, thank you so much, man. Not yet, Toby. I'm not ready to announce yet, man. I got a few more steps to go. Press with Ranker. It's always good to see you, man. It's always good to see you, brother. Yeah, Steve, what is going on? Anyway, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of here, but I reserve the right to come back later today and talk more smack with this group of people. You know what? Hold on a second. Let me see if my appointment's going to be here. I got a thing I'm doing here. So let me see if these folks are going to be here. And if these folks are not here, then I will not end this live, and I'll drive around and see if I can find a pig to film. You know, there's nothing better than driving around and finding a random pig on the side of the road. You know? And just ruining his authoritarian day. You know? Just ruining his authority. You know, you got a pig on the side of the road. He's got his lights on. And you walk up with your camera, and the next thing you know, hey, thank you, Alhambra City. I didn't see what it said, but thank you. You pull up on the side of the road, pig's got all his lights on, and then he was going to be an authoritarian piece of garbage that he normally is, but then you walked up with your camera, and his whole demeanor changed. Everything he was saying changed. He changed completely, and all it took was that you turned your camera on and you started filming. That's all it took. It didn't take anything else. So it's like, you know, that's what I love doing. That's why I love driving and rolling here, because I mean, as you guys can see, I'm pretty safe. You know what I'm saying? My back seat's a mess, huh? Look at that back seat, messy stuff. But I love it. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do. I wonder. I wonder. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me make one phone call here. Just real quick here. It's not an army of auditors we need. We need an army of change agents who understand the change that needs to happen, and then they can coach other people into how to be willing to change to new things. Charlie Little Bear. Charlie Little Bear. Charlie, say hello, Little Bear. Are you home, baby? Okay, I'm gonna come by for a minute. Okay, bye, honey. Okie dokie, pokey smoky. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm so happy for you guys, man. I'm so happy that like you guys are here. Like, I'm so happy that when I turn this camera on, that there's people here that understand exactly how I feel, and they're like, you know what, bro? I totally get how you feel. Big shout out to you, Charlie. Big shout out to you, Little Bear. Okay. I usually beat him, but since you guys are here, Tom, what's going on? All right, I got to get the flock out of here. I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. God bless you guys. God bless the United States of America. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.